Howdy ho, neighborinos. It has been a while. So, what's been going on? A lot. A lot. I mean, not a lot, but like a lot. It's a little and a lot. Like, life hasn't really changed that much, but my life has been changing. For one thing, it's 90 degrees today, but it's expected to be 70 degrees tomorrow. We're gonna have hella rain, and we're gonna just get a huge cold front, and the temperature's gonna just drop 30 fucking degrees within one day. So that's gonna be fun. Good news is I'm on vacation. I get 2 weeks vacation a year. I decided to use my second week to give me like some rest and relaxation before the busy season hits. Because basically, Halloween to Valentine's, that's just the river's always packed. More often than not, I'll have days where I just don't sit down. Which honestly, that's most days, but like I mean for real though. Like I'm a person that I like having something to do so I don't get bored, but there are some days when God, you wish it was boring. And anyways, yeah, my life has been changing because I don't I'm so used to working to midnight every night, and now it's like an exception. I'm going in the afternoons more often than not, starting to do some morning shifts and stuff. And honestly, like my clock is kind of adjusting. I'm going to bed earlier most nights, and when I do end up working late, then half the time I'll end up, I'll go home and just go straight to bed, and then, I'm waking up before the sun rises half the time. I don't know. Like I'm still sleeping the same amount, but like I've reached the point that like my body's telling me like no, we don't like those times anymore. And I think part of that was just in the first place. I just lived the kind of life where these were the only hours when I had nothing else to do, and so that was the best time to sleep. Life has changed, and so yeah, lots going on. I am working. I've got my first full-length novel is coming out next year. It's pretty much done already. I'm just doing some last minute and it's but for the most I've got to do a couple more passes, but hopefully if not by the end of this month, then by the end of next month it should be. We're already starting to actually do all the publishing stuff for it, and it's not going to come out till like 1 year from now, like an October September release. But it's already done. It's in the work, and then I'm going to spend the next 2 years working on my second full length novel, which I've got like a treatment done, a good over. What's it called? What's the, what's what's the word? I mean, not summary. I mean, like outline. That's what I was thinking of. I mean, I've got a really good rough couple of rough drafts, very well outlined, and it's a good story. It's a fun one. Like honestly, of all the stories I've written so far, that one was probably the most fun to work on. So I'm looking forward to that being my main purpose for the next few years. Because the one I'm working on right now, it's a coming of age story, kind of a painful one to write for many different reasons. We'll get into that later, but the next one after that has a dragon. It's got orcs and a dragon. It's this fun little fantasy adventure about a runaway slave who befriends a prince, and that prince has a pet dragon. And it's a fun adventure. There is blood. There's lots of blood. There's no sex in this one. Like we don't start off with Game of Thrones right away. It could lead into it. I don't know. I've only written this first book. It's definitely I'm planning on it to be a series, but I have no idea where to go from here. This was just like the origin of this one is a complicated one, but it's a fun because it actually The majority of stories I write start off with some sort of purpose in mind. I first started writing this as a teenager, kind of just to prove a point. And I'll get into that someday. I will get into that someday. Just no day soon. Anyways, so yeah, that's what's coming up soon. And for now, I'm just gonna spend the day laying here, eating, watching TV. I'm doing like I'm doing better. Oh, that's what I didn't tell y'all. I mean, people in my life know, and I think anyone who spends regular time with me notices a huge difference. But I recently had a revelation in therapy, which is that I've been living, and I should live life based on my emotions instead of living my emotions based on my life. Some of y'all may not understand what that means, but like, I've been angry for so long that being angry just felt right. And, I decided when I was young that, oh, this is the kind of life I wanted to have. So now that I'm older, because I never had that life, I choose not to be happy with it. And kind of, and it's something I know it makes, it might not make, I know it makes no sense to some of y'all, but like that's how I was living my life. I was deciding how I should feel based on the life I've lived instead of just feeling, just letting myself live life and feel things. I was deciding to be angry and deciding to be sad. And I've made a choice to give happiness a try. And, there are still a lot of frustrating days. I still get angry. There are still people I want to punch in the face, but I get to live life with a smile on my face more often than not. And that's a good feeling. You know, I, I don't I don't wake up in the morning dreading that I have to drag myself out of bed and oh God, another day of work. Fuck, I'd rather kill myself. I don't feel that way. There are days when I even look forward to going to work. And then there are days when I wish I didn't have to, but oh well, gotta do what you gotta do. And just kind of letting myself be myself. And I'm kind of discovering a new side of me. Like, I mean, there are still a lot of things that there's a lot of room to grow. I'm still not the person that I feel like I need to be, but I've definitely taken a huge step forward in my emotional journey. So, yeah, that's it. I've been doing yoga. It's something I don't know, cause like my therapist has been trying to tell me I should make it more part of my life, and I've been doing it more consistently. I can't guarantee it'll stay part of my life forever, but I've been doing it more consistently now. Yoga and meditation. I've been doing a better job watching what I eat, making sure I have like fruits and vegetables every day. Uh, no, and just overall eating less, cause first I don't know, cause like I've always overeaten. Like I have less snacks. My meals are much smaller, and I do try to make healthier choices from time to time. And yes, I'm on a journey. There's a lot going on, but once again, my life around me hasn't changed, but I've gone through a lot of changes. So yeah, get ready. 'Cause like I said, there's one book already done that's getting published next year, and then I'm gonna spend the next. I've got 2 years to focus on finishing the one after that with the dragon, and then I'm also the plan is we'll see what actually happens when I get there, but the plan is that in January that I'm gonna start looking into hiring a new artist and getting back to drawing the comics. Which ones? I don't know. well, like I said, we'll see what happens when the time comes. But for now, for the rest of this year, I'm gonna focus on getting this one book done and getting it out so I can start work on this other one. And then, like I said, it'll stuff will happen how it happens. I'm not sick. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, every time I turn the camera on, my nose gets stuffy and my throat gets dry. It happens literally every time. As soon as I turn this off, I'm gonna feel great. So, you know, this has been. Oh yeah, I didn't even do my intro. It's been a while since I was on here, but I think I remember my outro. My name has been Nathan Lyle, and until the next time I see you, enjoy your day, week, month, year, or however long it is.